video we discuss about the sewage treatment. In this single dwelling unit, I am discussing myself Professor Kamthana DC from the Department of Microbiology, Shri Gurupati Swami College, Purna. First, introduction. The sewage, it is the used water or wastewater from different sources. This is having 99.5% to 99.9% water and remaining 0.1 to 0.5% organic and inorganic matter in dissolved or in suspended form. The treatment of the sewage, it is very essential to avoid various health hazards but different manners. The process involves the removal of the suspended material. Next, the biological oxidation of organic and inorganic material present in the sewage, and number 3, killing of the microorganisms. It is also there in the sewage treatment. The toxic chemicals which are there, these are also detoxified in this sewage treatment. Next, definition and composition of the sewage. We have already seen that the sewage, it is the wastewater or used water by different communities, industries, hospitals, dairies and all other sources. These constituents which are present in the sewage are physical, chemical and biological. The contents of the sewage vary with the source. These approximately contain 99.5% to 99.9% of the water and remaining 0.1 to 0.5% organic and inorganic matter either in suspended form or in the dissolved form. It consists of these proteins, carbohydrates, fats, fatty acids, alcohols and amino acids along with different metal and non-metal ions with their salts. Different sources add different constituents in the water. If the sewage, if it is from the hospital area, then this add the different pathogens, blood cells, skin particles. If the sewage, if it is from industrial waste, this adds acids, oils, greases and other organic compounds, metal ions, animals and vegetable matter in the water. The slaughterhouse waste contains meat pieces, blood cells, bones, hairs, etc. The ground and atmospheric wastes are carried with water flows and rain that ultimately enter the sewage system. The domestic sewage contains food particles, oil, soil particles, detergents, human excreta and soaps. Next point, need of sewage treatment. The sewage treatment involves removal of suspended solids, oxidation of organic and inorganic compounds by the activity of the microorganisms, and finally killing of the microorganisms. The proper sewage treatment is very essential before it is released into the natural bodies of water. Addition of pathogens from hospital waste, feces and other sources into drinking water supplies may cause various epidemic diseases to the community. The diseases are as typhoid, cholera, dysentery, hepatitis, jaundice, and these are common waterborne diseases. The toxic substances in the sewage may cause dangerous effects on human, community, animals and plants. Contamination of these toxic substances to aquatic animals make them unsafe for human consumption. Harmful chemicals in the water make the water dangerous for swimming and other recreational purposes. Accumulation of toxic chemicals may also endanger the ecosystem. Then next, methods of the sewage treatment. In these, two types of these methods are there. First one, single dwelling unit, and number 2, municipal sewage treatment. In this, I am discussing the single dwelling unit. First, septic tank. The single dwelling units are used for single house, hospital, laboratory, etc. These specially include septic tanks, evapotranspiration system and Imhoff tanks. First, the septic tank. This is widely used by individual families, particularly in rural as well as urban areas where the municipal sewage treatment are not available. This system having the two compartments or the parts, collection tank or settling tank, and next number 2, that is a distribution chamber. This collection tank, it is arranged below the ground level near the dwelling, in which all the domestic waste are collected. This size, it is 750 gallons, that is 3375 liters, and this is the tank that is having 3 into 5 into 5 feet, that is length, breadth and the height. This handle the domestic sewage of a family of 4. This treatment in collection tank, this involves sedimentation and biological degradation of the sludge. This organic material, it is hydrolyzed and fermented by the anaerobic bacteria and produce carbohydrates, alcohols, amino acids, amines, glycerol, fatty acids and other products and gases like H2S, methane, carbon dioxide and hydrogen. The undigested material after treatment, that is resistant to further digestion by the microorganism, it is termed as sludge, and this sludge, it is removed periodically to prevent blocking of the tank. The effluent from the collection tank, it is pumped into the distribution chamber, from where it is distributed under the soil surface through perforated pipes. Next, evapotranspiration system. This is one of the simple and cheap method used especially in rural areas where much space it is available around the houses. This is the sewage which is treated in this method should not contain much amount of organic and inorganic compounds like toxic metals. There involves removal of water from sewage by direct evaporation and transpiration by the plants. This is supplemented with pre-treatment units like digestion tank to remove settleable and floatable solids. The influent enters through a series of distribution pipes to a porous bed. The surface of the sand bed is planted with plants absorbing more quantity of the water. A part of effluent lost to the atmosphere by evaporation, whereas remaining part is absorbed by the plants. The solids are digested by the microbial community developed. A part of the absorbed water by plants is lost to the atmosphere by transpiration. The vegetables such as spinach, chili, eggplants, coriander, fenugreek, elephant ear, etc. are cultivated on small scale and irrigated with water of the sewage effluent. Smaller tree like banana which absorb more water are also significant. This is a good method of recycling of the water. The pathogens and the toxic residues in the sewage may harm the consumer. Next method, this is Imhoff tank. This is the type of the sludge digestion tank, and this is first constructed by a scientist, German scientist, Mr. Karl Imhoff in 1906 and well known by his name as Imhoff tank. This is having 2 stories, therefore it is known as 2-story digestion tank. Imhoff tank, it is closely related to the septic tank, and this is operating at a large scale. It is used for treating the sewage of small communities, hospitals, dairies, laboratories, slaughterhouses, etc. There are two main compartments, sedimentation chamber and the digestion chamber. First, the sedimentation chamber. This is the upper compartment or the chamber of the Imhoff tank in which sewage it is collected. The sewage flows with a low velocity in this chamber. The sedimentation chamber should be provided with suitable inlet and outlet devices. An opening is provided at the bottom of sedimentation chamber called a slot. The solids which settle at the bottom of sedimentation chamber pass into the digestion chamber through the opening. In order to facilitate the fall of such solids in the digestion chamber, the bottom of sedimentation chamber is given a slope of about 1:1. The minimum width of the slot should be about 15 cm and it should not be increased. Next, that is the digestion chamber. This is the lower compartment. The solids obtained from the sedimentation chamber are digested. The bottom of digestion chamber is generally in the form of cones or hoppers with a slope of about 1:1 or 1:2. There is a gas vent which is also known as cum chamber. It is a portion above the digestion chamber and by the side of sedimentation chamber. The gas formed in the digestion chamber are collected in the gas vent area or they may be allowed to escape in the atmosphere. The digestion chamber is provided with sludge removal pipe at the bottom to remove the digested sludge. The minimum diameter of the pipe is about 15 cm to 20 cm. The digested sludge taken out and allowed for the drying onto the drying beds or it may be disposed of by some suitable method of sludge disposal. The polysaccharides which are there, these are depolymerized to form the monosaccharides. The monosaccharides undergo fermentation and produce various organic acids with methane and carbon dioxide. This Imhoff tank has an improved design that maintains anaerobic conditions more strictly. Dry the sludge which is obtained from the Imhoff tank used as the fertilizer. This process in the sludge digestion in Imhoff tank is efficient than that of the septic tank. This tank delivers better effluents than that received from the sedimentation tank. The gases evolved containing methane can be used as fuel. There is removal of settleable solids to about 60% and the BOD it is reduced to the extent of about 30 to 40%. The use of Imhoff tank requires expert maintenance. Thank you for your listening.